What up? I'm playing Apex. I know, crazy. But the only game I actually can play without crashing, I think. So, how are you guys? How's chat? How's everyone's Wednesday evening? Hope it's going great. Mine's going pretty well. Hopefully Apex doesn't change that, but we'll see. Ugh. Today's my last day working from home this week, so I don't know how late I can stream today, but hopefully it's longer than the 1 hour stream I had yesterday. But with that said, let's get into it. Oh boy, this game. It's been 2 weeks, maybe, since I played this. I think last time I played this, I was playing with Oat. So it's whenever his last stream was when I was playing with him. So it's probably been a while. What I want to do? Let's just do some solo duos, no fills, and see how things go for now. K-Dope, welcome to the channel. Welcome in, welcome in. Tater, welcome in. Yes, this is also known as Denny's Diner. I actually changed my my Instagram. Used to be Denny's Diner, and I don't remember if I changed it or not, or if I switched it over. But I know it used to be Denny's Diner. Octane. Also, hopefully I spent like a decent amount of time last night making sure alerts, or I switched over to a new alert system, so hopefully it's working this stream, and I'm not just like missing things left and right. So, if anyone follows, if everyone subs, if anyone does anything in this channel, hopefully the alerts will start going off.
This is your champion.
I wish all of you could fight tomorrow too, but you'll be dead.
Also, this is a map I don't really know. Oh, actually, no, I do know this map. I thought this was gonna be the new one. Where do I want to drop? Also, let me know how stream looks with this game. I actually don't remember if I stuttered a lot while playing this. Let's see, let's get some guns. There are people nearby. There are a lot of people nearby. Let me out, let me out. That was a good warm-up game. Oh man, I'm seeing my encoder overloaded here. Let me see if I can lower the settings just a tad. Set that to high. Set that down one more. Anything else I can turn down? I wish there's a way to set the in-game res, but that'll have to do. Or I could just turn off. I could also turn off stream preview. Let's try that. Oh, hey, they actually leave this off now when you don't want any fills. That's nice. Before you had to check that every time. It's kind of annoying. Arounds, I see that follow. I don't know if the alert went off or not, because I actually have that alert as with no sound. So you'd have to tell me if anything showed up on screen. Also, doesn't help that I'm disabling stream preview, so I can't tell. Did it go off? No, nothing. What the fuck, dude? This is nothing in the stream wants to work for me.
reckless and full of wrecks. Let's go.
If I replay the alert, will it still show up? I see it on the preview. It just doesn't have her. Let me enable the sound.
This is your champion.
Maybe I can do this before I have to drop. Okay. How about this? Will this work? There's your notification.
Attention. First blood. Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Inside the ring. Sweet.
Peacekeeper or Eva 8? Peacekeeper. I'll take the Eva. Too little, too late. What are you talking about? You take what you can get in this stream, okay? What do you think you are? Some kind of founder? Oh shit, I did not mean to drag that. Just make this preview a little smaller. Maybe that will help my frames. Okay, that'll have to do.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Let's see. What do I got? I don't need this. I think I'll keep the rampage for now. What's the store got? Store's got nothing I really need. Gold shield, that's gonna be very helpful as a in a solo game.
One minute. Ring just around the corner.
Kill leader eliminated.
I've only got to worry about half the squads now.
Looks like a fun fight.
45 seconds.
See if I can get ourselves involved.
Champion eliminated.
Arc star. Throw an arc star. Throw an arc star. 30 seconds till ring close.
Oh, he's skin, baby. Let's see if he forgets to finish me off. Yo, ID, welcome in. Thank you for the sub, sir. I'm sorry you kind of joined in right when I kind of fucked up a little bit. I shouldn't have kept that rampage.
Heads up, check out this way.
But thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. I'm still trying to figure out a name for like a crew name. Like welcome to the Kinetic Crew, something like that. I just got affiliate yesterday, so I'm still kind of trying to figure things out. But how are you doing, sir? How was your Wednesday night? Hope everything's going well. Congrats on affiliate, dude. Big streamer here. Yeah. I don't feel very big. I don't know. I feel like the bar for affiliate's pretty low. But I'm glad I got the sub button. Are you rebranding after the IRS's announcement? Yeah, ID. What's going on? You know, you might have some legal grounds to sue the IRS for this one.
Reckless and full of wrecks. Let's go.
I could have won that last fight. In my head, I didn't realize I had the rampage. I kind of thought I had the Spitfire. So I was like wondering, like, why the fuck is my gun firing so slow?
Blame it on the chemtrails. It's what all the crazies do. Even I puckered up when you got shot down. Ouch.
Ugh. Let's see how well this drop works out. Hemlock, that's a gun I kind of wish I had last game. Let's make it work for us this game.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
I'm already in the ring. Score. Shooting at me.
Oh, yeah, he hits that, huh?
Charging up my shields.
What an American sniper. Is that Bradley Cooper in the flesh?
Healing.
Eliminated.
Wonder where this other squad went. Shame I don't have a tracker with me. Hey, what's Bradley Cooper up to these days? I don't know, man. I feel like he's just chilling. He's done so much work already. He's been a producer, actor, music career. That dude's been busy. I'm sure if he wanted to take a break, he wholeheartedly deserves it.
I've only got to worry about half their squads now.
What was the first movie I saw Bradley Cooper in? I think it was The Hangover was the first time. But I'm sure he was in other stuff before that. Mastiff. No, thank you. That's where they all got their big break. What, The Hangover?
Attention.
I wouldn't doubt it. That was a big movie.
New kill leader.
What's his name? Zach Galifianakis. I don't know what he's been doing since then. I know he's done a few like comedy stuff, but he's one of the actors that kind of I mean, I guess relatively kept a low profile.
I'm already in the ring. Score.
Or maybe he's just not in my radar. Between two ferns is all you remember. Yeah, I can't think of anything else Zach Galifianakis off the top of my head's been in. Ooh, I hear fighting. Let's go. I need better armor though. White armor is a bit of a stretch. But we can make something work here. Yeah, they're outside circle too. I see some boxes. Where's this dude?
New kill leader appointed.
Where are these guys still in circle? I saw one of the teams kind of run out. I hear him. Or maybe I didn't. Was I just hearing myself? No, I hear him. I didn't, I forgot doors just break shit when you put it in front. I got definitely taking that fight better. Oh, I'm rusty. Could have done there. I mean, I knew I heard them. I saw them going up to the roof. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could have done there. I mean, I had white armor. I didn't really have much to work with to take on a full fight. I guess I shouldn't have pushed in so hard. We'll see. We'll see what the next game's a little better.
Hey, let's go already.
I always got to remember to open up my window when I stream because it gets hot as a bitch in my room.
This is your champion.
You know what I look like. Come find me.
One squad on the other side. Maybe two. It's like three or four squads over there. Nothing on our left side though. That might be an option to loot. Blue armor, hallelujah.
Ooh, that's got a kick.
Beginning ring countdown.
Dudes on the other side are getting some fights going. Honestly, I think I'm pretty good to actually join that fight. What am I doing on ammo? Yeah, let's poke our heads a little bit.
Throwing jump pad. Throwing arc star.
Oh, baby. I love whipping. Oh, I love whipping all my shots. Oh. That was really bad.
R301 here.
I wasn't really expecting that Pathfinder to come down that right side stairs. I thought he was going to still be along with his teammate. Ugh. It's okay. We're still warming up. My hands still feel pretty cold. Ugh. But as you know, Apex never disappoints. It's always fun. Haha.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Activision is owned by Microsoft now. Oh yeah, that was a big deal yesterday. Microsoft buying out Activision for what was it? 70 bill? An easy 70 bill for Microsoft to drop. That's crazy.
Is your champion.
Given that they already own Bethesda as well. Man, they own some like the biggest franchises now. They own like what, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Diablo, StarCraft, Elder Scrolls. Fuck, what are the other Bethesda publishes some big titles too, other than Elder Scrolls. Fallout, I guess they own Fallout. Microsoft like is literally buying the game industry off, which I'm okay with, to be honest, because one, Microsoft is local to me, so when they do good, you know, my local economy does fine. But it is kind of scary to think about how one company owns all these franchises. Very, very scary to think about. Doom, yeah, Doom's the other big one. Like that's just stupid crazy to think about. Like we might honestly, Microsoft could literally create one like the funniest Smash clones ever with all the IPs that they own. Like that would be some crazy shit if they did that. Because I know Sony tried to do that a few years ago with their like IPs, and it was okay, I guess. But we got some big names under the hood. Yeah, Game Pass is gonna be absolutely bonkers, and definitely gonna go up in price at some point. Because oh, this is the new map. I just realized. I wouldn't really know where I'm going then. Activision is local to you. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna see some people kind of like move to the area here, Activision wise. Because Seattle's starting to become kind of a gaming hub, at least for studios. What we have Bungie's up here. Microsoft and all their guys up here. We have Valve. Some of the former Bungie guys made a new studio, I think, High Rise Studios. I think they're based out of here too. So we got a pretty decent amount of talent in our area. So I wonder if Activision, some of the Activision employees are gonna kind of work their way up here. Also, Cat Wearers, welcome to the chat. Welcome in to my scuffed Apex gameplay show.
1 minute. Ring's just around the corner.
Oh, and thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Gotta make it to Arcstar. They're not getting back up on that. 30 seconds till ring close.
Ooh. I wonder if he had to know where I was. I didn't think he knew where I was. That sucks. He beamed me too. Fuck. Next time you visit Seattle, you want to like rent a car maybe? I mean, you don't have to. Depending on where you like stay, our public transit system is actually pretty decent. You know, I mean, unlike LA, we can actually like we have a light rail system that actually hits a lot of major parts of the city and a little bit outside, and our bus system is pretty good too. So I mean, I wouldn't say you have to get a car. I thought you guys got a bad heroin epidemic. Everyone nodding off. That's like the whole West Coast, bro. That's like every major West Coast city. But yeah, it's pretty bad up here. So I don't know if all of you know, I'm actually like gonna be apartment hunting pretty soon. And one of the areas I would like to get a place at, I really can't because it is absolutely filled with I mean, not just homeless, but also the dangerous kind of homeless, like the drug addict kind. So unfortunately, I don't think I'd want to stay there. Classist? Listen, I get to choose where I want to live, okay? If I don't want to live by that, then it's my choice. I've seen some of the shit they do, man, because I work in the city. And some of that shit's kind of disgusting. I saw a dude fucking throw shit at a parked car. That was fucking wild.
I'm already in the ring. Score.
Ooh, purple armor. RSMG, I'll pass. I might take that turbocharger, Joe. Turbocharger, though, just in case. How much HP are you left, sir?
It's go time. Whole squad ate my dust. Let's do that again.
Jesus, where did I get all those barrels? A bigger backpack? He doesn't. Rip. When you're walking around Portland, it was pretty bad. The homeless situation. Yeah, Portland's pretty bad too. I mean, yeah, it's every West Coast city at this point. It's kind of dealing with this. I mean, part of the problem is I think a lot of the cities like east of us, like the way they deal with their homeless populations, they literally put them on a bus headed west until they end up like all over the West Coast.
Half the squad's left. This is
You're
where
right in the
things get
center of the
good.
financial district, and there is some homeless dude just screaming at the top of his lungs. Yeah, that happens. You don't see it too much in LA because of all the cars. Well, I mean, you look at videos of what, like Skid Row. Skid Row looks pretty bad too. It's just with the car situation, you typically drive past it, right? And you're not walking past it. I need a bigger backpack. Yeah, it's a tough problem. I don't really know. There's an easy solution to kind of figure it out. Because one, like any West Coast city, hold on, there's a lot of people.
Inside the ring.
Don't have grenades. If I can get them isolated. 1, 2.
Jump that out.
Care package.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Where is his teammate at? That's the question.
They're not getting back up from that.
That's a different team.
Got time. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
Oh, that wasn't a different team. Is that his teammate? Do I turn off damage indicator numbers to reduce clutter? Yeah, I find that when I'm playing Apex, I don't really like. I mean, for me, I don't really see much use in seeing the damage numbers. For one thing, like I'm not gonna really pay attention too much at the number when I'm in the middle of a fight anyway. And two, the only thing I really want to know in the fight is their shields broken, and what kind of shields do they have? And those two things you can figure out without the damage numbers because you have the shield indicator and all that. Do I want any of that? No, I don't. Probably drop this. I can probably drop that. Actually, R99. No, we don't need it. Well, let's fuck it. Let's try it. It just feels bad leaving behind the R99 with a purple mag available. Or not purple mag, a purple barrel available. I'm going to regret this later probably, but we'll try it out. Just have any R99 attachments? Do another stock. Let's get more ammo. Where did I kill his teammate? Back here. I just asked earlier in the like in the beginning. I mean, damage numbers isn't gonna really help me there either, right? At that point, I know he's weak. I know he has no shields. I just want him dead. Me staring at numbers is not gonna like really tell me much more. Gotta upgrade that 5950X to count the math. True, yeah. I'm getting some really mad stutters though in this game. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or if because there's something else going on in my system. I don't know if you guys can see on stream either if how much like there's a stutter. Yo, if I disable the preview,
Replicators coming in for a landing.
that actually might improve things. For my end, at least. I mean, you're Halo man, they don't use numbers and math. Yeah, damage numbers, I don't know. Damage numbers in FPS games is a very foreign thing to me. But I know some people like them. The stream stuttered a lot, not just when I left the battle bus. Oh, so you are seeing the stuttering stream? It's very minimal on this end. Oh, I'm getting some conflicted reports on my chat. I disabled the preview in OBS, so that hopefully minimizes the stuttering a little bit. Just not to my benefit of being able to check out the stream. I don't need that. This map is huge, dude. This map is like way bigger. This is like a PUBG size map. Oh, I do hear fights. How many squads are left? 9 squads left?
Ring's right here, and I've still got a minute left.
Oh, someone's up top, huh?
Seconds, and there's the ring.
Not a lot of good cover around to move into circle. Very much open, and I really hope I don't get sidelined by another team here.
30 seconds till ring close. Ring closes in 10. Got it yet?
7 squads left. What don't I need?
Warning. Ring closing.
Rather even out the ammo a little bit.
But wait.
Care package being delivered.
Also really sad that I don't have optics yet. I don't recognize what that sound was, but I don't know if that was a person or not. Oh, it must have been that jump pad thingy. That's the cannon sound? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Kill leader eliminated.
That ain't a lifeline package. This map is so big, I don't even know if it's a good idea to like kind of gatekeep it a little bit. Maybe just run towards the fighting. That might be a good idea.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown. Replicator.
This map has a lot of weird noises. When you first walk through a cave of spiders, you're hearing that gurgly sound for days. Yeah. Oh, that's a team. Oh, I tried to take the cannon out. Ugh.
Fight 3 of me at once. Pretty sure that's what that means.
It's also an issue of just picking the wrong team to fight. I should have found the other team that was fighting that guy. You never heard of Sabrent for SSDs? Oh no, they're a pretty good brand. They're very cost efficient. I mean, they're not like, I guess their performance you can't really. Well, I mean, they're still comparable to some of the Samsung ones, but they're a lot cheaper. Sabrent is it pretty new? Sabrent's been around for a while. It's been, I mean, they've been around since I built this PC, what, like 5 years ago?
Oh, steamed up and ready
You
to
just look
burn.
around, build a PC sales, and you wouldn't see that brand. I mean, what's the brands you see on build a PC? It's always like what, AData, Crucial. Those are always the brands you kind of see on sale.
This is your champion.
Western Digital, Samsung. I mean, those are the mainstream ones, or like the really big ones. Or what's that other brand? Fuck, the name escapes me. The one that had that big, like fiasco with drives failing a while back. Seasonic. No, was it not Seasonic? They've used actually like 3 brands anyway. Fuck, what's the name of that hard drive brand I'm thinking? Seagate. There we go.
Looks fun over there.
Seagate, I think they have like a couple of SSDs. Don't quote me on that though, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I love just having the bow check. Have 2 bow checks.
I'm already in the ring. Score.
There was a team I think that landed near me.
New kill leader appointed. Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Hello, it's me.
Charging on my shields. Arc star. again.
That's why we don't use the rampage, kids. Just feels bad. You were really close to getting one, like a 48 terabyte Seagate hard drive. I mean, to be honest, Seagate's hard drives are pretty okay now. They're just kind of living with that
Charging on my shields.
brand tarnishment they got way back. A bunch of their consumer drives were failing. But like for our company, we use Seagate drives for a lot of our data storage. So they're not a bad choice. What is this spider logo on my map? Is that? I feel like this is like where I fight a monster to get buffs, like in League of Legends.
10 seconds, gotta move.
PvE. You do? Oh wait. I can get buffs here? Is it like, do I shoot these things? Oh, ew. Oh, interesting. You get better attachments, ammo, and small heals. Oh, those are the gurgly noises you hear in your sleep? That's kind of scary.
Charging on my shields.
Delivering care package.
That fighting's kind of close. I want to see what's up with that. We're not too far from circle. We should be okay. Nades? I don't have nades. Oh, buddy. Seer and a bloodhound. This is gonna be fun.
It's go time.
I shouldn't have stayed in that angle for that long. I should have just fucking pushed in after I broke shields. Fuck. Seer and Bloodhound. I was like, fuck yeah, we're tracking you to the ends of the earth. Yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to find a game that I'm perfectly content with streaming. Apex is, I guess it's fine, but the stuttering in game is kind of sucks to play with. I really wish I could stream Halo, but that game crashes a little too often than I like to. Monster Hunter is another game that I like to stream sometimes, but again, that game crashes more than I like to. Forza 5, you'll hop on and race. Maybe once I can find a dedicated spot for my sim racing rig, maybe I'll play Forza. I actually haven't used my sim racing rig in a while, which makes me feel kind of bad. But hopefully with once I get a new apartment, I can hopefully find a spot for it, so I don't have to keep dragging the chair back and forth in front of my desk.
Don't worry, I got a prosthetics guy who can replace, well, everything.
Anyone with me? Doesn't seem like it. One squad in that big building. Two squads in that big building, looks like. Oh, wingman. I can use this all night. Do I want to get involved? I mean, yeah, let's get involved.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Of course we're getting involved.
Inside the ring. Sweet.
Oh, that stutter is not good for the wingman. I don't know if there's anything else I can turn down here. I wonder if going full screen might help. Apologies if this kind of looks weird on stream. Okay, I think that worked out. Okay. Let's see if just going full screen works. But yeah, I definitely want to stream more racing games. I do want to go through the whole iRacing ladder climb because that seems kind of fun, especially after watching Summit do it for a little while. When he did it like a couple months ago, that was really fun to watch. Something I definitely want to try out. But I just need a dedicated spot for my racing rig because as it is right now in my room, it's a little like I literally can't move it that much around to drag it in front of my desk, and then I'd have to like pull my whole monitor forward to use it.
It's showtime.
So I'm like, no, I'm not looking for a 2-bedroom. I mean, I wouldn't like give it its own dedicated room. I'd more like in a 1-bedroom situation. I'd have it in my room, and then I'd have my desk and stuff like out in the living room or something.
Introducing your champion.
You ever heard of this cool racing game called Mario Kart? I've heard of it. Seems kind of like cool. A little too hardcore for my taste, though. I don't know. Bro, you have like 5 monitors. Do I have 5 monitors? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 monitors. The one in the back is I don't really use it except for like I'm working on the workbench. And then the TV I don't really count as a monitor either because I only use that for like watching stuff before I go to bed. Really, I only have the 2. The ultra wide screen in front of me and then my 1 vertical monitor to my right. F1? Yeah, I definitely want to play like in that, the F1 games. Speaking of which, anyone watch F1 in this chat? We just had a crazy season finish last month. So, oh my god. None of you is a weapon. How hard are they going to chase? That's the question.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Inside the ring. Sweet.
Where can you even watch F1? So F1 has a deal with ESPN right now. ESPN rebroadcasts the races Last season they actually did them live, which was cool to watch. So if you have a cable package that gives you ESPN, that's one place where you can watch it. Oh my god.
Charging shields. Taking fire.
Woohoo! Give me that.
Whole squad ate my dust. Let's do that again.
Kill leader appointed.
Other team still about. I have no ammo for the car. This is gonna be such a risky loot right here.
Getting health back.
You're gonna lurk ID? Gonna go play Tekken? Oh hell yeah! Thank you for stopping in. Go kick some ass on Tekken. Where is a guy near me?
Hit the ejector seat.
Oh, what a whiff! I'll take that though. Oh,
Taking fire.
hello.
Faster, faster, faster. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
I'm gonna back out just a tad. Not in the best position to take on that fight right now. I only know of F4, which is from K-drama. Technically, there isn't an F4. The closest equivalent to F4 would be like maybe like Formula Renault, or would be the World Clio. No, it would be like Formula Renault or something. It would be like the closest equivalent to what an F4 would be.
Ring closes in 10. Got it yet?
F4 was the high school's most popular group of guys and boys over flag. Oh, it's like a group name. That's kind of funny. Do I want to retake this fight? That is a question. How am I on meds? I don't have much on meds. I feel a lot better if I had a shield battery. You watch Formula E or whatever it's called for a bit? The pit stops are literally changing cars. Formula E. I don't think they had. I think they only do wheel swaps in their pit stops. No, because their races are pretty short because of their. Oh my god, that's a lot of batteries. I need a fucking backpack. Yeah, Formula E races can't go that long because they're under the limitation of how much battery charge their or how much charge their batteries can hold. Is F1 connected to F0 at all? I mean, I guess in the future maybe, I don't know. Because as you go higher up on the tiers of the car, I mean, the number reduces. So you have F3, F2, and then F1. So I guess F0 would be faster than F1. So yes, if F0 exists someday in the future as a faster series than F1, that would be pretty fucking fast.
I've only got to worry about half the squads now.
This will be an interesting push. Oh, hello, can I please hit a lifeline for the life of me? It dropped.
Charging on my shields. Charging shields.
Shields are a tad annoying. I really wish I had nades there. I might just kind of figure out another way to push them in. What's the big difference between F1 and IndyCar? Quite a few differences. For one, F1 is a completely non-spec constructor series, which means that the individual teams are allowed to do whatever they want to in the car within respect of the regulations. Ooh, this is a bad spot for a fight.
Charging on my shields.
So yeah, IndyCar is a completely spec series, which means pretty much the cars that they were given to by the organization is the car that they have to use. They can make some minor tweaks, as in like their brake balance, suspension balance, and things like that. But for the most part, their engine and their most of their aerodynamics package is completely fixed. So in that respect, most people consider IndyCar more of a driver-based racing series. F1, on the other hand, yeah, is both a car and driver competition. So that means not only are you working with the driver to get the most out of the car, the teams are also working to make sure they're like whatever car they're putting out on track is the best that they can put out with respect to their like whatever budget they have set. So there's pros and cons to each, right? For one thing, F1 is like massively more expensive to compete in for a team because you have to develop your car. If you don't have a car out on track, it doesn't matter what kind of driver you have, you're not going to win any races, or even place in the top 10 for that matter. And two, F1 is a lot more, I mean, what's the word? I guess I find the competition to be a lot more dependent on like the whole team composition. Because like you have engineers involved, right? And like if you have the best engineers, you're putting out the best car. And it's not only that, as much as I hate to say it, if you have the most money as a team, you pretty much you're going to be okay in terms of what kind of car you're putting out there. There are some teams in F1 that because of like there's the amount of budget they have available to them, they can't really compete for, you know, the top 3, top 5. They have to settle for trying to fight for whatever position they can get. Like the most they can hope for is maybe like a 10th place finish, which is still within the points, but that's really all that they can hope for. That's unfair. I mean, yeah, you could call it unfair, but at the same time, you know, you're really trying to push the boundaries of like how fast of a car can you put on track. Where do I think Bottas will be placing now that he's in he's in Alfa Romeo. And where I think he'll be placing, Alfa Romeo isn't like one of the top teams. I'd place them more in contention, fighting for like around 15th place to 10th place is where they were typically settling in most races.
Round 1.
But to for next year, it's going to be a little different. So regulations are changing for next year for F1, which means all the cars are going to be pretty much brand new, and they're going to have to do whole complete redesigns for the cars for next year, which means who were necessarily the top teams last year may not necessarily be the top teams for this year, simply because it's just brand new for everything. So we'll see. Things might shake up a little bit. I think I'll keep the devotion. But he's going to be getting a lot of money to do that. I mean, they're going to get paid a lot of money regardless, right? F1 drivers, I mean, there are literally only 20 spots in the F1 series for a driver to sit in. So those spots are incredibly well paid for. And not only that, in Bottas's case, he really didn't do that team switch more for the money. More so, he did that switch for... fuck, do I really want to switch to the Rampage here? I guess I have to.
Could really use a thermite grenade.
He switched to Alfa more for so stability in the contract. So when he was in Mercedes, he was consistently always given. That's another Rampage. He was only given 1-year contracts. So at the end of the season, he did not know whether or not he was going to be racing with the team. What Alfa Romeo offered him was a stable, I think it was a 3-year contract they gave him.
Rings right here, and I've
So
seen
no matter
you
what
do
happens,
that.
he has a job for 3 years.
Have to score
Bottas mentioned a lot in his interviews where that the 1-year contract he was with Mercedes gave him a lot of stress, which impacted how he performed a lot in the season. It's rude of them. Well, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a business, right? Mercedes as a team, they have the privilege to be able to pick and choose their drivers because they, at least until for the last 7 years, they were the top team. So as a driver, you will always want to race. Typically, you always want to race for Mercedes if you want to have a good chance of winning a title or being a top driver in the
Ring
series.
closes in 10. Got a jet.
What is your job anyway when you're teamed with the best racer in the league? Well, it's actually a pretty important job that Bottas had with Hamilton. His job was there to make sure that in case anything happened to Hamilton, he was there to pick up the pieces. And that he was also there to make sure that their next closest rival, Red Bull, was not getting too close to them in the series, in the race. Which, if to be honest, I don't think he did that well in that respect, at least for last season. So he may not be winning a lot of races, but he's definitely consistently putting Mercedes in a position where they're, even if Hamilton fucks up, places 7th, Mercedes still has a driver that's on the podium. And that's giving the team points, because it's not just a driver standings points that they're racing for. There's also team points, which is the cumulative amount of points that each driver for the team gets. Pretty much secure second is pretty much one of the big jobs. He also is there to kind of set a benchmark for Hamilton. Because again, like in a F1 team, your closest rival will always be your teammate, because you guys are your team is the only person that has equal hardware to you, right? So if you really want to know how fast you are, your teammate is your only real benchmark for how well you're performing as a driver. Ooh, the guy up there. I don't know what I'm hearing right now, dude. I don't know. Fuck me, dude. Where does this go? I should have seen that coming. Honestly, I should have seen that coming. Fuck me. They can have different tires though and pit stop intervals. Yeah, so that's part of the strategy that F1 has, where you want to kind of place your drivers on a kind of like a tempo where when they pit stop, they're kind of like covering off your rival team's pit stop. So it's kind of hard to explain F1 strategy without kind of giving you a visual of what's going on. But for the most part, yeah, pit stops they're gonna be pit stopping either together or on different strategies to kind of like hedge their bets against the other strategies that their rival teams are doing. I really would like to like do kind of do like a let's watch an F1 race at some point with chat, and kind of like for those of you who are interested and kind of new to F1, kind of just give you an idea what's going on. If you really are interested in F1, go watch the Netflix series Drive to Survive. That's a really fun like docu-series that Netflix has been doing on F1. It kind of gets you the gist of like who the drivers are, who are the teams, well, like what's at stake, what does a F1 race schedule look like, and they kind of bring up the drama a little bit between the drivers, but it's really fun to watch. What's it called? It's called Drive to Survive on Netflix. I think there's 2 or 3 seasons right now on Netflix. Each season covers 1 year of F1. And I think the newest season for about last year's F1 season is coming out in like next month or something. Because honestly, that docuseries is what got me into F1. I was just on Netflix one night. I saw this thing about F1 race. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then a couple hours later, give me some F1 races. Show me some F1 merch. I'm in it. So yeah, highly recommend that series if you're like even somewhat curious about F1. Funny enough, I even got my dad into F1. And my brother a little bit too. It kind of became like a weekend event for our family when there was this F1 race going. I don't want to fight 2 people. You'd watch F1 once they use Michelin tires. I mean, they did used to use Michelin tires in F1. Bridgestone too used to be a tire manufacturer. There was a whole scandal that happened back in like mid 2000s with the different tire manufacturers, because before there used to be different tire manufacturers that the teams could pick from for their cars. They weren't just stuck to using one spec series of tires, which caused kind of caused the whole scandal. So now we just have Pirelli. Gonna be hopping off now. Have a good rest of your stream. Oh, thank you, Tater. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and thank you for stopping by.
I haven't found my limit.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Michelin was a train wreck. Yeah, that whole scandal with the Michelin tires and Bridgestone, well, it did kill F1 in the USA for like a good period of like 10 years. It was that bad because they ruined one of like the biggest races in the US because of that whole tire scandal. You wonder why it was. Yeah, so basically what happened was because of like this whole different tire manufacturers, and like the tire manufacturers are trying to like get one over the other manufacturers, they ended up running some really risky tire compounds. And what happened during one of the race weekends, which happened to be in the US, was the teams that went with one of the tire, I forget if it was Michelin or not. It might have been Michelin. The teams that went for the Michelin tires could not race that weekend because the tires that Michelin had given them would have been completely destroyed mid-race, like guaranteed. They could not race that weekend just out of safety. So what ended up happening was in that race weekend, I think only 3 or 4 cars ended up racing. And of course, for a crowd that paid how much money to be there and spent all that whole weekend, you know, kind of waiting to watch an F1 race, absolutely killed the F1 audience for the US. Woo, they call me the janitor.
Adios to the entire squad. Damn, I'm good at this.
Like, yeah, imagine you save up, like, as an average guy, you save up for like a couple months or even half a year to go out, travel out to a racetrack for a whole weekend. You know, you get the whole fancy package because it's F1. You know, it's like the creme de la creme of racing series. You spend all that money and all that time getting hyped up for the race, and then come race day, there are only 4 cars on the track, and none of them really are even in contention for the championship. Like, how shitty would that be, right? I'd hate to watch F1 after that.
New kill leader appointed.
Oh, I overshot that. Oh, but that work out though? Pull out my gun, please. Oh, I whiffed that so hard. Was it Michelin just not being upfront about the tires, or F1 not being on top of things? Tire or like safety regulations back then were not as stringent as they are now. So, and part of it was also because there were some changes to the F1 track that they were racing at that was arguably a little last minute. But yeah, they just couldn't race on those tires. And the part of the ruling regulations, I think back then, was once you choose a tire for the weekend, you cannot change tires to the other manufacturer. So those teams were kind of shit out of luck.
Can't stop, won't stop.
They were practically forced to not use it. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the whole why the whole situation was just shitty to begin with. It wasn't just the tire manufacturer's faults. It was also part of the FIA's fault too. FIA being the organization heading the F1 racing series. Yeah, now I don't like F1.
Champion.
I mean, things are different. I think nowadays F1 runs a clean ship mostly. I mean, we can talk all day long about what happened last season, but for the most part, they run a pretty tight ship. And they mostly got rid of some of the dumb rules. Let's see more races in the US and less in Qatar. Yeah, that's actually a big, I guess that's one of the big controversies now with F1 is we're getting a lot more races in like the Middle East. So that's Qatar. We just got a new race in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain. a lot of people disagree, which understandably, I mean, a lot of those countries have a lot of big social issues that you wouldn't want to be associated with as a fan. But they are bringing more races into the U.S. Next year, we're having our first race in Miami, which should be pretty cool. And I believe there are plans in the works for getting a race in Las Vegas. That should be really cool, because that's going to be a street race through like the strip. Because can you imagine like an F1 race going down Las Vegas Strip? That'd be real fucking cool. If I die here, I'm gonna get kind of mad.
Say adios to an entire squad.
Oh,
Bye, brother.
Jesus Christ.
See you later.
Isn't a hotter track temperature better? Yeah. Well, to a point. You don't want the track too hot, because then your tires start melting and start degrading really fast. But you also don't want it too cold, or else if you think of an F1 tire kind of like what's like kind of like that sticky rubber that kind of, it's like soft to the touch. If it gets too cold, it becomes really hard, like kind of like the back of an eraser, and that just doesn't provide enough grip for a lot of the tracks. Too hot, it's literally just melts and falls apart. So you kind of want to be in the ideal range for the tire temperatures. So for some tracks, like let's say in Austria, the Austrian Grand Prix, that track is known for some higher degradation because track temperature is pretty high there. So teams will typically do what they call a two-stop race, where they pit stop twice to change their tires more often. Long Beach is like that, isn't it? Street race? Yeah, Long Beach is a street race. And funny enough, F1 did used to race Long Beach, but the problem is that track right now, as it is, and how the F1 cars are, it's just way too small for an F1 race. Like, think of an F1 car in terms of its like its footprint on the track. It's like as big as an SUV. So they're pretty long, they're pretty wide. If they were to race in Long Beach, especially along that main straightaway, you can barely fit two cars next to each other. So they couldn't do it anymore. The Long Beach track is very small. Oh, you've been, Kato? Have you gone to watch a race there, like IndyCar or something? IndyCar still races there, which is really cool. It's kind of like, I guess, it is one of the more iconic IndyCar tracks, that Long Beach circuit. I don't want to go there. And when I first started doing sim racing, it's actually one of the tracks I practiced a lot. So I do. That is one of the tracks I better know in terms of like driving on. I guess I want the wingman. Oh shoot! My game crashed. Looks like Apex isn't safe either in terms of crashing. Yeah, you walked around when IndyCar 2020 should have been, but it was obviously canceled because of COVID. Oh, okay. Oh, so you walked the track then? Yeah. So you can have a good idea of how big it is. Yeah, imagine trying to race like SUV-sized cars at like 150 miles an hour down that. It's too small for that. Especially that hairpin along, what is that, corners 2 and 3? that hairpin corner they have there, no way an F1 car is going to be able to safely navigate that. It's like super tight. That's almost, I think that's tighter than the one that's in Monaco. Monaco is literally also kind of too small for F1 cars to race in, to be honest, if you ever seen the Monaco Grand Prix. But they just race there anyway because it's such a historic track. And I think like there's too much money in Monaco to like not race there. You practiced it IRL. Actually, I do want to drive there when it's like not a race weekend to kind of see, just to recognize the turns. Because I didn't really drive much in Long Beach when I was still living in LA. Let's see, do I want to still play Apex? That's the question. Is there another game I can try streaming? What's up on my Steam? Monaco Grand Prix is one of the most famous ones. Yeah, Monaco. The Monaco one is pretty much where you'd see all the celebrities hang out at. One, because a lot of them kind of live there, and two, it's just such an iconic Grand Prix series. You know, they got all their yachts on the bay. The race goes right by the yacht docks. Yeah, it's the yacht one. It also shows up in that one in Iron Man 2, I think. They show off the historic Monaco Grand Prix in that movie. Yeah, they watch from their yachts. Everyone like brings their yachts over and docks them, and they can just literally watch the race from their boats. It's pretty cool, but extremely expensive to go watch that race. I don't know if I want to play Apex. I mean, it was kind of a chill time playing it, but I wouldn't say I was like really feeling it. We can do a little Halo, at least no, until it crashes. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll play Halo until it crashes, then we can call it there once it does. Hopefully that doesn't happen in too soon of a time. Yeah, if I was to go to an F1 race, like just one in my life, I'd probably go to the Monaco one though, because it's not just the race itself. That whole weekend is like a big event, and there's so much stuff to do there. Other series to watch as well, because an F1 race weekend is not just F1. F2 is also racing during that weekend, and then the Porsche Cup also races, and then you're in Monaco, so you have all like the rich people cars all around. It's a really cool time to really spend a weekend. Okay. I was kind of thinking of going to an F1 race this year, though. I think the Canadian Grand Prix tickets just went up for sale. So I was thinking about buying tickets to go watch it, but I don't know, with how COVID's still going on right now, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. It'd be happening out in July, I think. There's not one in the US this year. There's the ones that are happening this year in the US is Texas and Miami. I don't want to go to Texas. And I honestly, I don't want to go to Miami either. The nice thing about the Canadian Grand Prix is they race around an island in their river. So it's kind of a cool locale to watch a race. And it's also like it's not really a street race because it's a proper track, but the track is literally right in the middle of the city. So even after the race, or during that race weekend, you still have access to Montreal. Montreal being where it's located.
Tactical Slayer.
Yeah, I think for me, the top 3 locales I want to go watch in F1 racing, it's realistically it would be Montreal, just because that's realistically be the one race I'd go to. The other one would be Singapore, which is a really cool street race. And then the other one is Monaco. Oh, and I guess Suzuka is in there too, Japan. I'd also like to go to the Japan one.
What a shot!
Ooh, what a shot. Do they do Macau? They don't do Macau. The last time we raced in China, it was Shanghai that they did the Grand Prix in. Because of COVID, we haven't had a race in China for a while. But I haven't heard much news of when they were going to put it back on the schedule. Honestly, it would be pretty soon because we just got our first Chinese F1 driver coming in for this year. So if not next year, because there's nothing scheduled for this year for China, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had Shanghai back on the schedule for 2023. Well, I need to change my game.
Stay mobile.
Change my game to Halo.
Taking damage.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Overkill? Overkill maybe? Oh no, I whiffed it.
Targets are over there.
How's stream looking? It's looking a little choppy on my preview, but I don't know if that's coming through to you guys.
Gain the lead.
Keep your head down. Tagged one.
Lost the lead.
A little bit. That's unfortunate.
Lead.
Rip. It does look a little stuttery.
Gain the lead.
Enemies hurt.
I wonder if
Lost
going...
the lead.
Let me switch this to full screen. That might help.
Enemy halfway to victory.
I guess I can do full screen in Halo. It's either borderless full screen or windowed.
They're close. Keep your head down.
It's not as big a problem for the viewer, but it's probably very disruptive for you as the player. I mean, a little bit. I can kind of play through it. I wouldn't play ranked like this, but we're just doing a little casual Halo games, so it's not that bad. I'm just worried about you guys. I don't want you guys to be kind of seeing a stutter on your guys' end. That's what I'm more concerned about.
Enemy team nearing victory.
I think I recognize what the problem was too with why it's stuttering. So, from like if I was to play on speakers on this game instead of headphones, I actually have audio running through my I can't speak, my receiver, like my surround sound receiver. But when I switch to headphones, that speaker goes like on auto standby, which kind of turned itself off, at least from the computer's point of view, that it's like losing an audio device and a video device as well, because video runs throughout that output as well. So I'm guessing right now it lost video kind of mid-stream, so like everything's kind of in a weird state right now where it's stuttering. I could probably fix it by restarting stream, but I think we're okay for now. Yeah, just I forgot to turn off the receiver before starting stream, which is a mistake on my part. Let's do regular Team Slayer. Yeah, because I mean, for you guys, is like the camera stuttering too? My face cam? So that's what I'm seeing in my window preview. Face cam's low FPS. Yeah. I wonder if there's a way to like redo that. Let me, if I go to face cam. I deactivate it and then reactivate it. I wonder if that will work. Or is that better? Okay, that looks better. It's from my end. And I'll do that for the same thing for the hand cam. Okay, that was that. How's that look? That looks a little better for you guys, at least for the face cam. The game. I don't know how much I can do for the game itself. Oh, well, actually, if I go to my game capture.
Slay 'em all, no mercy.
Oh, I can't do that for the game capture. Is that our rockets, or is that? I think that's their rockets. I think they picked it up.
Lost the lead.
Crack shot.
Ooh, VR. Oh, he re-peeks that. What a gamer.
Lead.
I wonder if there's a way for me to. Ah, it still looks stuttery. Fuck. kill. At least I got that grenade kill.
M41 Spanker available.
Spartan down.
Oh, I got outplayed there. I probably shouldn't have rushed in that hard.
Enemy shields down.
This guy still in here? Oh, he is. Ah! Give me the kill. Thank you for the assist. Oh, that's rockets. Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry about the stuttering stream. I'm trying to brainstorm in my head right now ways I can kind of restart that for you without actually restarting stream, but
Enemies on me.
I don't think there's much I can do other than doing that.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Enemy sir.
I guess this is just one of those things that I'm starting to kind of understand why a lot of streamers want to do like a dedicated streaming PC rather than streaming directly from their game PC. I'm starting to understand that a little better now.
M41 Spanker available.
And to be fair, other than a capture card, I'm pretty sure I have everything I need to like put together a gaming PC or not a streaming PC. But that may be something I do once like I'm in my my new living space. Because right now my room is like tiny. So adding, and that's already running my gaming PC and the media server as well. Adding another computer into the mix, dude, will make this room a literal hotbox. I don't think I'd be able to live in. Dude, this guy with the rockets, bro. Like, how many more rockets does this guy have? We're being slapped. Just stream console games so I don't have to worry about softwares. Well, I'd still need a capture card for that, which means I'd still be building a streaming PC. Oh, no way that nade doesn't catch me.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Grenade out.
Grenade was a hit.
M41 Spanker inbound.
Did some damage.
M41 Spanker available.
Spartan
Oh, nice.
down.
Oh, I would kind of wish I got the trade off that. That's my teammate. Ah, rip. All right, I lied. We'll do one ranked game. We'll see if I can get through one ranked game. Just one. Just one. I wonder if going to the other layout would be better. Oh man, my shit's still like fucking. I wonder if my camera is also fucking up right now. Oh, I hope this game doesn't crash in this one game, man. I don't want to rank down to D3. If we can even find a game, Jesus Christ, no one playing. Is no one playing tonight? I guess it's true. Halo really is a dead game. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Oh, no? No, we got a game? Dead on Arrival. I want to say Dead on Arrival. Actually had some hit pretty big numbers like its first week.
Oddball.
Set title Halo because it never lets me down. Never. Maybe I'll give my mods that power. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about my current mod. I don't know if they've earned that power yet.
That skull's as good as ours. Mama likes.
There's two guys pushing up.
Enemy has the ball.
We can mantle with the, or no? We can't mantle.
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
An ally has slain the carrier.
Grab the equipment.
Oh shit.
All dropped.
Yeah, that Stream Elements guy is a jerk. Oh yeah, I guess Stream Elements is technically a mod too, huh?
Enemy has the ball.
Oh, my teammate is in dire help. Need dire help.
Enemy has the ball.
I probably should have recognized that the nade was gonna do fucking damage there. Didn't think it was gonna do that much damage.
Active
They're really-
camo inbound.
Ball dropped.
An ally has slain the carrier.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Active camo available.
Oh, Mangler. That up.
Enemies
Ball
on me.
dropped. Halfway to victory. Ball dropped.
Is no one gonna shoot that guy on my fucking team? We are not keeping the ball in this fucking hallway. We need to bring that over to like turbines or something.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Enemies on me.
Frag him.
We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Shock rifle over here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know how that second shot wasn't a headshot. I was like right on him.
Up their shields.
Taking damage.
Nearing victory. Ball dropped.
Allied carrier down.
Ball dropped. Ball dropped.
I don't know where my teammates are.
Enemy has the ball.
Oh my god. No. I can't believe it. I should have seen it coming, to be honest. Rip. I'm going down to D3 after that, pretty sure. Banned, dude. Oh. All right. Well, we tried, chat. We tried. I knew ranked was such a bad idea. It was such a fucking bad idea. Well, could have gone better. Could have gone a lot worse though. So I crashed 2 minutes into the 2-hour mark. Yeah, man, that's what a fucking. Oh, that feels so bad. All right, well, I think I'm gonna have to end it there, guys. So, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for checking out the stream. Thank you, ID, if you're still in here, if you're still lurking. Thank you for the sub, much appreciated. For next stream, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be in the office, and I have a feeling it's gonna be a pretty late day tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream tomorrow, but definitely Friday. We'll try to stream on Friday after work. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. If any of you guys are still in the chat lurking, haven't followed, hit that follow button, you know, and hit the notification bell so you do know when I come online, even though I do try to. I don't want to spam too much in the Discord channels when I go online, but it's the Twitch thing, I guess. I'll spam my channel when I go up, when I go online. But yeah, so hope you guys have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning for those of you out in other time zones. But I'll catch you guys until the next stream. So peace out. Later.
All right, I got the recording already. Let's go.
You got the recording ready? All right, here's the story.
Do you remember whispering I'm falling? We were drinking whiskey at your father's house. Took me by the hand and then we kissed for hours. Those are the good days. Those were the good days. Do you remember life that took you far from here?
He's off.
And I could see you crying even when you held back your tears. Leaving me behind was everything you feared. I said, remember the good days. Hey, what I'm trying to say is, hey, you let's get lost. My love will find a way to you. But would you trust me if it took a leap of faith to make
Holy Jesus Christ.
Alright, dude. Hey, yo, this is for Jerry.
He's in the dumpster. He's in the dumpster. He's in the dumpster. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Oh, watch out.
Come on. Got it.